jump a hole in the floor. What's the news across the nation? We have got the information in a way we hope will amuse you. We just love to give you our views. La-da-dee-da, ladies and gents, laughing looks at the news. Here's Dan and Ricardo. Ole!
And now Laughing brings you the news from the four corners of the globe with Irving in Berlin, Julie in London, George in Washington, Bob in Denver, and Grover in Cleveland. First, here's Dick Morton with the present news.
In response to President Nixon's recent announcement he was going to visit Red China, Hubert Humphrey today announced his plans to visit Red Buttons. Washington, D.C. government officials today explained why the Pentagon wants to monitor news programs, saying, "We've got to have some way to find out what's going on." The Funman Airlines experiment with live entertainment received a setback today when Kate Smith, Jackie Gleason, and the entire King family were booked on a Los Angeles to New York flight. When last sighted, the plane was still taxiing somewhere along the Oklahoma Turnpike. And now here's Dan with news of the future.
And now the news of the future. Although it's now been 20 years since American troops left Vietnam, several problems still remain. Confusion over elections, economic crisis, and appeals for foreign aid. Meanwhile, in Vietnam, things aren't going too well either. News of the future 20 years from now. The Hungarian government has ended its alignment with Moscow, and today it gave up the name Hungary and became part of China. However, an hour later, it was Hungary again. Well, anyway, news of the future. New York City today was declared the 51st state. In ceremonies held in the alley in front of City Hall, the new state flag was revealed. It is a wheezing pigeon over a field of crossed switchblades surrounded by a garland of uncollected garbage.
Karen, I understand you're also a modern dancer.
That's right.
Well, what's the main thing modern dancers should remember before they perform?
To put on their leotards.
Hi. Busy Buzzi here with the latest Hollywood news. In conjunction with the premiere of The Godfather, Marlon Brando, who plays the mafia chieftain, will be immortalized in cement. Rumor has it the event will take place 12 feet off the Santa Monica Pier. Bye from Buzzy. Kissy, kissy.
Lately, a major public concern has been the issue of censorship. For an analysis of this situation, come in Eric Clarified.
Right. Lately, there's been a lot of talk about censorship. Well, it seems to me that if you're going to have censorship, you can't have a lot of talk about it, because the talk about censorship is the very thing that is being censored. Unless the censorship is censored enough to allow a censorship talk, which couldn't happen, but so far it's just a lot of talk.
And now, for Kid News for Kids, we take you to Moosey Dryer in a treehouse somewhere in Burbank.
Lucy here with Kid News for Kids. The teacher gave us our report card in school. Butchie Matthew flunked spelling. He was afraid to show it to his father, so he signed his father's name on the report card. But he got caught. He spelled his father's name wrong. Then Tommy O'Reilly brought an apple for the teacher, but the apple had a worm in it. But the worm isn't in the apple anymore. It's in the teacher.
And that's the way it is, July 4th, 1776.